I am on a tropical island as I speak to you. That is my cruise ship that you see. It is beautiful and tranquil and relaxing on this island. But I'm going to tell you an evil secret. I'm going to tell you a secret that may scare and horrify the majority of women in Arizona. Are you ready for this secret? The secret is I got to this beautiful tropical island because I used a coupon. And we all know if you're a single woman from Arizona, coupons are like kryptonite when you use them on a first date. Most single women in Arizona consider coupons to be like witchcraft. The masses believe coupons are never to be used until perhaps after sex and marriage. Coupons are considered evil. The word coupon is not to be spoken out loud and are strictly taboo, particularly while dating in Arizona. In fact, I'll tell you another secret. Guess where I'll be next week. That's right. I'll be back here on this tropical island again next week, because I booked a second cruise. However, I'm going to tell you another horrible, horrific, scary, terrifying secret. I used another coupon for the second cruise as well. So what did it cost me? Well, let's see. With tax, tip, port fees, well, everything included. Food, every expense. It came out to a whopping $65 a day. But again, I used a coupon. So again, women of Arizona, I understand you think coupons are evil and taboo while dating. Apparently, you would rather evidently sit at home and rot and do nothing, rather than enjoy life and be on a tropical island. I have lost track of how many women in Arizona compare me to Satan due to my frugality, particularly on the first date, and I relish the absurdity. Coupons are literally saving me a fortune. I know coupons are apparently taboo on first dates. I know the women of Arizona despise coupons and believe only Satan would do such a thing. I know this because I have been told countless times. I know this because I've asked for over a year to go out on a coupon date, and without exception, 100% accuracy, I have gotten nothing but hate mail and criticism. Because coupons are evil, and clearly one would rather sit at home or be in 1 degree weather than to be on a beautiful tropical island in paradise with me. I'll tell you another little secret about this island, for reasons I don't understand. This is the only place where I could get chocolate chip cookies on that whole gigantic cruise ship. They got all different kinds of cookies, but only on this tropical island do I get really good chocolate chip cookies. Oh, and by the way, the chocolate chip cookies are free. They are included with the whopping $65 a day fee, along with the buffet on this tropical island. So anyway, ladies of Arizona, I'm not giving you the finger because that would be rude. Instead, I only have 2 words for you. Not F you. No, no, no. Far, far worse and symbolic. My 2 words are bon voyage. And by the way, in full disclosure, I think I'm morally and ethically obligated to tell you and explain to you that, listen, life is not as easy as I make it sound. Sure, I'm using a coupon, but there's a lot of difficult choices that have to be made when you are on a cruise with a coupon that costs you $65 a day. I mean, just as an example. Just the other night I was at dinner by myself and I looked at the menu and I had to make a tough choice. A very difficult decision. I had to choose between filet mignon or lobster. And quite candidly, I just couldn't make up my mind. I mean, the pressure. I couldn't cope with it. So I called over the maitre d' and I said, geez, I can't make up my mind. So I ask, what if I get both? What if I get filet mignon and lobster? And he says, oh, no trouble, sir. We used to allow you to get as many entrees as you want. However, there was some guy who lived in New Jersey, then moved to Arizona, drove a van called Cloud Dancer, runs a website called EatoNotWantKids.com. And that clown, allegedly, the myth has it, ordered 5 filet mignons and ate them all at 0 additional cost. And after that evil clown ate 5 filet mignons, the cruise ships implemented a new plan. And the new plan is, if you get more than 1 entree at dinner, they are going to charge you a whopping $5 extra per hour. Now, mind you, you could still get unlimited appetizers and unlimited desserts, but it's going to cost you an extra $5 per entree. So, I went wild and crazy the other night. I ordered filet mignon, and I spent $5 more, and I also got the lobster. So again, a tough decision, not easy. And I'll tell you another true story. Later that night, I said, oh, let me just check the account. You know, on your phone, they keep you up to date. And I said, let me just make sure that they only charge me $5. Well, it turns out they didn't. They didn't charge me $5. In fact, when I looked at the account, I discovered that not only didn't they charge me anything, they gave me another $25 credit. So, apparently, I'm guessing it was because of the coupon I used, some type of, I don't know, reward or something. However, the cruise ships have now changed that policy, because there is a myth that some guy from New Jersey who is single and child-free forced them to. Supposedly, rumor has it that the guy used to take the credits that he would get from the cruise ship, you know, the $25 for this and the $50 credit for that. And he would never spend the money on the cruise ship because he figured, hell, everything's included. So, at the end of the cruise ship would literally send him a check for money. $50, $75, or whatever amount he accrued. So he would come back from vacation on a cruise from multiple tropical islands, and the ship would literally pay him money. So the cruise ships changed the policy. So again, I had another very difficult, stressful decision to make, ladies. And the difficult decision was, how do I spend this most recent $25 gift? Well, I searched and I pondered, and I came up with a decision. Last night at dinner, in addition to my regular entree, 3 appetizers and 2 desserts, including New York cheesecake, I decided to take the $25 and I got twin lobster tails, baby. Delicious. The funny part is, if you want to know the truth, I don't even really like lobster. But hey, free is for me. I'm just eating lobster because it's the most expensive thing and free. But again, just another example of how difficult life is when you utilize coupon. Now, for your convenience, ladies, I'm confident you are pissed because you frequently get pissed at me over nonsense. You even get pissed at me for saving money. So, for your convenience, This is what I'm going to suggest you do. I know you want to yell at me, and I've made it much easier. What I'm going to suggest you do is go to my website, Buwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwww and on my website to click on a button and you can send me hate mail. But even better, not only is the hate mail sent to me, but your hate mail is posted online for the whole world to see instantaneously. I don't edit. I don't delete. You can call me whatever wonderful names you want, and the whole world will see it. I've gotten hate mail from around the world. It's wonderful. I've been in the media in over a dozen countries because of some of my dating theories apparently confuse the norms of society. So I invite you all to go to Buwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwww and grown. And as I'm on one of my tropical islands, once I get free Wi-Fi, because I'm frugal, I don't want to spend extra for the Wi-Fi, I will happily read all that wonderful hate mail. And in the extremely unlikely event, there is a woman somewhere on this planet that is child-free, that is attracted to a frugal, balding guy that uses coupons on first dates. By all means, feel free to get in touch. I have a hunch. I'm going to be available in any event. I'm going to go back into the middle of this tropical island, because even though they just fed me spare ribs and jerked chicken, I'm now in the mood for some more dessert and fresh food. Lastly, and before I go, feast again. The other thing I always hear from women is they complain that they believe men are merely using them for sex. No, that's not true with me, lady. That is not true with me at all, because I'm not going to use you just for sex. I'm going to use you for something perhaps even more important, coupons. And I'll explain why. You literally will be my coupon. You will be my aphrodisiac. And I'll explain why. Because on a cruise, if you go with 2 people, the cruise ship cuts the price in half. So when I go by myself solo, I always pay extra, sometimes even double. But if I bring someone with me, we each get half price. If I had somebody to go with, it literally would be half price. So ladies, here's another great reason to date me. Not only am I going to use you for sex, but more importantly, you're going to be my coupon. You literally will be my aphrodisiac. I don't need lingerie. I don't need anything. Just show up. You are my coupon. You save me 50% on cruises. As an added incentive, if you go on a cruise with me, I will even treat you to dinner. My treat. Of course, food is always included, so there you go. Remember, I am considered to be Satan by most women in Arizona. Now you know why. I look forward to hearing from you and invite all the single child-free ladies out to a coupon coffee, hopefully near Coolidge, Arizona. Until then, ladies, bon voyage.
Puzelli.com